Hello, Facebook family. Boop, boop. It's Sunday, Sunday fun day. Super grateful to be alive. Grateful for my breath. Grateful for all of you. Super grateful to have a job. Grateful to come in here and love on people and bless people and spread some good energy. Breathe that good prana being outside my house. I was having a conversation with a friend the other day, and we were talking about energy shielding, and I realized that with my last video, like I told you, it's important to protect yourself from the energy, but I didn't exactly give specific steps on how you do that. So I'm all about like enlightening people and empowering people and giving people the tools to protect themselves and walk in love and walk in light. So I just wanted to do a quick rundown. I'm only on a 15, so I have to do this fast. Um, Smudging is a good way. Smudging your house. There's different types of smudges for all situations. Definitely look one up online or just kind of intuitively when you're guided towards one. Amethyst also works for healing the vibe. Um, Labradite, hematite, tiger's eye protects against negative energy. Carrying crystals in your pocket. I carry them all the time at work. Definitely cleanse them when you get home. Under the full moon, you can use sea salt. You can use an intentional breath to blow them off. I have a big slab of selenite just because I love selenite. And Palo Santo is also a wood stick you can use to cleanse your house. It smooths the vibe. After you smudge, you can use the Palo Santo to smooth the vibe. Um, with people, I know that we've all met those people, like as soon as they come around us, we instinctively like want to cross our arms. That's because something about their energy is displeasing to ours. Now, when your brain looks at somebody, it doesn't interpretate like physical images. All your brain, because your brain, you have eyes, your brain just interpretates chemical signals. So if someone's energy is harboring where we have had traumas or bad experiences, or they simply don't align with our vibration. Like I say before, it's not bad or good. Sometimes it's just displeasing to us and we'll cover our solar plexus. But you can intentionally do that when you're trying not to absorb somebody else's stuff. You can cross your arms, surround yourself with white light, because the solar plexus is where we absorb energy, other people's emotions. Like, have you walked around all day before and felt so fucked up and you're like, why do I feel so screwed up? Why do I feel so screwed up? And then you sit down and you check in with your body and you ask yourself, like, this is my stuff or is this somebody else's? 96% of the time, for me at least, it's usually somebody else's stuff, because when I think about it, my life is blissful and abundant and my life is perfectly good, but I absorb it all day because I can't walk around with my arms crossed around my stomach all day. So, but just when the person is in front of you or they're in front of you or there's a situation going on, you cover your solar plexus with the intention of stopping the absorption of that energy. You look at the person or whatever's going on and you surround them with white light, because we still want to be loving with people, because anything aligned with love works out for the highest good. So you freeze that energy. You say to yourself in your head, freeze, and you stop it. Well, if they walk away and you still feel kind of weird, I do that all the time, especially at the gym, certain people. So you can do an intentional hand sweep to cut the energy cords before they form, because the longer you sit with that energy and the longer you entertain that energy in your aura field, or you're absorbing it in your solar plexus, the thicker the cords become. That's one of the things I do in my practice is energy cord cutting and Reiki. Super powerful. If you want to set up a session, let me know. We can do it when things reset themselves. But so you do an energy sweep and you just imagine yourself like cutting the energy and cutting it away from you, and you do it out of love. Always do everything out of love. Sea salt in a doorway can work for not inviting evil in your house. I had a guy that I dated one time, and I had forgot that I put his sea salt outside the door, and I realized that every time he came to my house for this very brief period of time that I interacted with him, he would always want me to go to the door and like let him in. And I realize now that that was definitely a sign for things. Watching the type of fabric you're wearing, clothes with stains in it, holes in it, extra stitching, anything that has mutilated the fabric beyond its natural state of just being a piece of fabric, is said to lower vibration, which actually makes it easier for you to absorb other people's stuff. Cotton and silk is the best way to go. It's supposed to be the highest vibrational frequency. Wearing white is actually really good. For me, it's all about preference because for some reason, just with my spirit and some of my personal practices, I find that black is the best way to go. Um, so swiping away the energy cords, you can also use high John oil. I don't know if I mentioned it before. There definitely is a practice that you have to go through to honor the oil before you use it. DM me if you're interested in that. I mentioned the crystals, the labradorite, the tiger's eye, obsidian, amethyst. I have it on my sleeve because I want to remain protected at all times. Because when you are an empath or you are a light worker or you vibrate on a different frequency, people don't do it on purpose, but it definitely threatens certain people and they can throw negativity your way with their thoughts or their intentions. And unless you're protecting yourself out of love, then you can carry it around and be depressed and have anxiety and trap the energy in your body. And most likely, like I said earlier before, it's not even our stuff. We walk around and we entertain all these energies and we go in these public places and we go in places like hospitals and places where that sad things happen or death or whatever. And the whole energy of the environment, you start to resonate at that energy. Just like the music can change your vibe, so can the place you go to. So it's very important to protect yourself because you are love and you are light and you're meant to stay here and spread it. So you need to be intentional in protecting yourself so that you can spread it to other people. Yeah, I hope that helps. Cover your solar plexus, sweep away the energy cords, the crystals, set limits, balance time. If you love someone dearly, but something about their energy affects you or they trigger you, cover your plexus, freeze it out, and get out. Also, we do it for love out of the other people as well, because if they're making us feel some type of way, then we're obviously having a negative reaction towards them. And so we're emitting that energy towards them as well. Like, no one's in the right or wrong. There's no good or bad. It's just that there's different energies at play. So you need to be just as loving to the other person as you are to yourself. So if somebody's energy rubs me the wrong way, I will not mess with that person, because if I'm not resonating in a pure state of love towards that person, then I'm going to remove myself from the situation out of love for them and myself, because it's all about loving other people as we love ourselves. I hope that helps. I have to go. It's been about 7 minutes 38. I gotta go love on people and spread my light, and then go home and cleanse my crystals, cut my energy cords. Hit me up if you have any other questions. I'm super, 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 super grateful for all of you. Sending you continuous love and light, and thank you so much for watching. And I truly hope that this helps whoever it is supposed to reach on your spiritual journey. Bless you.